What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Yes. You better send everybody in. Swipe to the right and share. What's up, Campania? Yes, sir. Big Mitch, Danielle, Sam Star 12. What's up, guys? Yes. Lucy, what's up? Good to see you. It's time. My man said it's not about how many hits you can take. It's how many times you're willing to get back up. That's how winning is done. Woo! I heard you, Rocky Balboa. Everyone, I'm so blessed to be with you tonight. I'm so honored to be able to kickstart the Power of Great live stream series 2.0. And we're launching a brand new look. We're sponsored by the team at Rush Impact Marketing. My man Jeremy Warner, we've been masterminding. We've been moving and shaking. We've been doing so many different things behind the scenes to get ready to really come out so much stronger than we did before. And I want to tell you, I'm super proud of what we're going to launch tonight, because we're going to talk about the power of prospecting on social media and live streaming. We're going to kick off the Power of Great live stream series with the power of prospecting. So for everyone that's coming in, for everyone that's going to share this out, for everyone that's going to hang on to this Periscope, I want to tell you something. I'm proud of you, because this is complimentary training, complimentary motivation, complimentary inspiration, and it's going to help move the needle in your life and in your business. My name is Matt Crane. I am the founder and creator of the Power of Great, a brand, a movement, an idea, a way of life that was built on the definition that your current situation is not your defining moment. You know, when I really start looking back at how far I've came and where I started and all these different things I was looking to accomplish, it all came back to one thing. I was never satisfied with where I currently was. I was never happy with where I currently stood in the trenches. So when my man Jeremy Warner, the team at Rush Impact Marketing, when we really got behind the scenes and we really talked about what the Power of Great was all about, I knew that it had to be Matt Crane that got back in the trenches, that steered this thing back on course and said, you know what? This is what you were meant to do. This is what you were meant to be. And this is what people will remember you for in history. So I want to say something, guys. We're making history every time I hit broadcast. I promise you that. And tonight I want to share with you the power of prospecting. The week-long series we're going to do right here on the Power of Great series. And we're going to talk about how to prospect online and why that's important. So I want to talk to you guys tonight. First of all, once again, for everyone that's coming to the Periscope, that shared this, that has given a heart, I want you guys to know, I will go back full scope TV. I'm monitoring all the hearts, all the shares, and all the likes. And at the end of every week, I will be sending out prizes. I will be announcing those prizes on our Business Development Inner Circle, the links in my Periscope bio. I'll be announcing those prizes that I'm going to be giving away at the end of every week. In that bio, you want to get to that link. You want to go to that Inner Circle, and you want to stay plugged into what we're doing. Because here's the deal. My commitment to you is to deliver years of information on how I've been able to create this movement, this business, this brand, utilize these platforms. All I'm asking your commitment back to me is the hearts, the likes, the shares, because we're not a selfish community. And so if I have to incentivize you by giving things away, I want to do that, because I think it's important that everybody hears this. Look, the reason why I wanted to do the Power of Prospecting week 1 is because there's so many gurus out there. There's so many six-figure ways to get things done. There's so many funnels and there's so many avenues that you can utilize and try. But here's the deal. It all goes back to prospecting. Flower Buddy, great to see you. Tamir Corporal, great to see you. Zasha, great to see you. Proud of you, young lady. And so here we're going to start it off with point number 1. So welcome to the Power of Great live stream series, sponsored and brought to you by the boys and girls at Rush Impact Marketing. This is 2.0. We're talking about the power of prospecting on social media and online. And number one, we want to talk to you about creating your social media schedule. Now, also in the business development inner circle that's in the link in my Periscope bio, I've already uploaded this entire PDF for you guys, this entire PDF version of the PowerPoint that I'm talking to you guys about tonight. I'm going to spin it around so you guys can see it. There it is right there. That is already available for you to get to the inner circle right now. Download that and you can have it. You can use it. It's complimentary. It's mine to you. But we want to talk about creating your social media schedule. Hey, if you're going to prospect in real life in your business by creating a schedule, by having your planner, then why would you not delegate time in your day for social media? This is the one thing that's really helped me transition and be a better professional through my online channels. Before, Periscope on my phone went off every 2 minutes. Facebook went off every 5 minutes. It was like I was spending so much time focusing on social media that I was neglecting all these other things sitting out here. So just like I do with my clients, just like I do with my personal development time, just like I do with my family time, I go into my schedule, my calendar. Okay, here's a great Google Calendar. There's a great point for you. If you have an iPhone, you can use the calendar on your phone. I love Google Calendar because it's just an easier way to do things, right? So I go into Google Calendar, and I know that on particular days at particular times I'm going to do some social media, and I'm going to block that time off, which lets me know that I have to either ramp up calls before, ramp up follow-up before, or I have to ramp it up afterwards. But I'm going to devote that time to creating and developing social media. Here's what I want to talk to you about. It's an effective prospecting tool because you're going to schedule that activity. So when you dedicate time to social media, now what do you think you're doing? You're giving yourself a more efficient way to use the platform. It's huge. It's vital to the overall foundation of how you want to prospect on social media. Number two, you want to block off that time that we talked about to create those posts, those live streams. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, to respond to social media posts as well. One of the hardest things to do is to schedule time to engage those that have engaged you on social media. It's time consuming. It can get frustrating. And if you create posts that have a ton of traffic, it can get overwhelming. But if you're a new business, if you're new to social media, if you are leveraging that platform, engaging with those folks is vital. So scheduling that time is going to allow you to pinpoint and more accurately focus on that activity. Okay? You're also going to be able to create better consistency with your audience. This is something that I learned through the process, was that if you create scheduled times that you're going to be on social media and you're able to advertise that and market that, and it's a consistent flow, you're taking a lot of unnecessary work out of your prospect base online. They know when you're coming on. They know there's a consistent way you're going to do it. They know that they can just simply follow and they're going to get those alerts. And you're going to be able to also start seeing when they're available. Here's the other great thing. With social media, by creating a consistency of time that you're going to use that schedule, they're going to know where the replays are going to be available. So you're going to get a lot more viewers to your platforms. And then we talked about it. Overall, what does scheduling and creating a social media schedule do for you? It allows you the time to be more precise with your responses and be more attentive to those engaging with your content. Now, if you see me looking off on the screen, once again, for those of you that just came in, I'm reading directly from the PowerPoint that is available for you in the Business Development Inner Circle, which is the title in the Periscope, okay? So number one, create a social media schedule. Number two, we're talking about prospecting, right? The power of prospecting on social media and online. My name is Matt Crane. I am Matt Crane across the board on all social media channels. I am the founder and creator of the Power of Great built on the definition that your current situation is not your defining moment. We are live on the Power of Great live stream series, so for everyone that's new to the scope, for everyone that's going to watch us on the web and on the replay, thank you for being here. This entire platform is brought to you by the folks at Rush Impact Marketing. So number 2, respond to the likes, the retweets, and the comments. Now, I don't know what you guys really think you're doing when you post online, but if you're creating a post that's organic, that is easy for people to resonate with, that's creating some sort of response-based mechanism, then you want to respond to those retweets, those likes, and those comments. You want to show that organic engagement, because that's what people really did when they hit the like button or commented or shared that, is they did that so you would notice them. So notice them. Right? You've got to build that relationship. Prospecting is a relationship-based activity. Yes, you might have a great look. Yes, you might have an amazing product. Yes, you might have a fancy catch line. You might have a great video. But if you're not committed to go behind those things and engage, then do you think this marketplace is going to forgive you? No. Because there's a million other people on the platform. There's 1.6 billion users on Facebook, 500 million on Twitter, 560 something million on Instagram. Snapchat's through the roof. So you want to think about that in terms of, there's a lot of ways you're going to be able to use social media and live streaming. But the old school approach now on social media is to respond to those likes, retweets, and comments. What do you do with the likes? So the question is, what do you do with the likes? So very important. Every time someone likes my page or likes a comment, I actually go to those likes and it shows me all their names. It also shows me on the right-hand side if I'm friends with them already or if I'm not. If I'm not friends with them, then I'm going to click into their page, and if it's not private, I'm going to simply type them a message that says, thanks for liking my recent post on my Facebook page. I appreciate you. I look forward to connecting with you. If they do like my page, then there's a connection there. I'm going to go back to their page and I'm going to see our mutual friends. And then I'm going to see, based on those mutual friends that pop up, now I know what our common interest is. Right? So I think that's very important with the likes. The likes is the underutilized prospecting tool on social media, period. Everybody follows up with the comments and the shares, but very few people really engage with those likes like they should. Likes will get you paid if you do it the right way. It will also help expand your network and your power base and your pipeline, which is crucial. So, and you'll see here I said Facebook likes offer a great chance for the user to personally respond to each person who has liked their post. Twitter likes and retweets are another great way, because it allows you to personally thank each person that is liking or retweeting your particular tweet, and it's going to give you a higher engagement rating. Periscope is such a great tool because every time somebody shares your Periscope, they're also sharing your video, they're sharing your profile, your hashtag. So there's so many different layers that people are doing when they share this stuff on Twitter that maybe you haven't really noticed. So every time somebody shares or likes something, you should go back, right? I saw that you watched my video. Should have went to your page and engaged. Absolutely. It's very, very important. Is that when somebody tweets out my Periscope, for instance, I always try to go behind them with either a heart. I always try to retweet it, and more importantly, I try to also write a comment on some level. Now, I'll tell you, there are times where I copy and paste the same comment and send it to everyone, but I'm at least making that effort, and those people really appreciate that. So that's a prospecting tool, and whether you believe it or not, okay, when you're prospecting online, it's a process. So this is very, very important. The last thing is that you want to reply to all the comments. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So here's what I say. If you aren't committed to the aftermath of the process, why would you ever commit to the beginning? Social media gives you a chance to reach a mass amount of people, so why would you not want to then follow up with a mass amount of people? Just makes no sense to me. So point number 3, this is the largest point that I'm going to tell you about prospecting tonight. We still got a couple more to go, but point number 3, the most important one, is you got to tell your story first. When I think of the word prospecting, I think of how everybody went west. The big gold rush. And I think about how successful the gold rush really could have became as everybody was going west, they learned how to network and prospect themselves better. Right? If Wagon A and Wagon B had a relationship, and then Wagon B knew that they had better tools, but Wagon A had better ways of figuring out where to go geographically. Had they communicated and created a partnership and prospected one another in the right way, they could have went and struck gold a lot faster. So you want to tell your story first, because what it does is it opens up an opportunity for you to really be able to create a power base of people that are going to help you become more confident. They're going to help lead you to your real target market. And it's also ultimately going to allow you to create your niche in a very, very shark-tanked, commoditized marketplace. So I watch these young whippersnappers that get on Periscope now, and they come in just shooting the $100 bill photos and the Lamborghini riding, and they want to talk about how they're going to help you drop 6 figures in 3-4 months and the 30 days to success plan. And I think, why would anybody fall trap to that when they don't even know who you are? I mean, it's like, come on, guys. Get real. So you got to tell your story first, and you don't want to simply sell on social media and live streaming channels. That's not what you really are doing. You're not simply selling anything. You have to tell your story, because your story is the real bottom line infrastructure to everything you want to do. So when you really want to talk about building the frame of how you're going to sell online and how you're going to prospect online, you tell that story first and watch what it does for your business. Watch what it does for your power base, that follow count, your heart count, all those things. So what happens is, by telling your story and then consistently layering that with authentic material, you're really offering people a chance at knowing you and understanding the real you, which does what? Now you become a very dangerous prospector, because you're going to be opened up to a much larger audience. Social media will start receiving you better, because they're going to open doors for you in a lot different way, because you're bringing organic opportunities to the table. Now, while social media is a major selling platform, it's going to give you a bigger chance to sell to a mass quantity of people. If you don't understand that your story is going to sell you that opportunity first, then you'll never make it. Your story will sell more than your service will online any day of the week. So you want to tell that story first. So the moral of point number 3 is, don't push your product without providing that story first. You want to keep it real. You want to keep it you want to keep that integrity in place with your audience base, and do not mask who you are to try to meet an online agenda. Drives me nuts. Just be you. And your service will sell itself, because your story has already laid the foundation. Number 4, now you want to build your tribe in your inner circle. Once you start telling that story and you really start allowing people to understand more of who you are, you're prospecting like a pro. Your pipeline's going to expand, and what you want to do with that expanded pipeline is you want to drive them to a specific area. Okay? It's called building your tribe. So when you start gaining that clarity and people really start understanding more about who you are, and you want to get more intricate in the prospecting phase, you want to get more delicate with them, you want to get more intimate, okay? You're going to drive them to a specific area, such as a private group, like on Facebook or a group that you have on your website. Okay? And what that group's going to do is it's going to allow you to be more exclusive. You're going to create exclusivity like webinars, complimentary training, networking opportunities, deeper levels of communication, because online, when you're doing a lot of things from a broader stroke, it's really all about getting that message. Yes, you're going to gain familiarity with some people that are going to come into your streams. You're going to know more people that come into those streams. But it's that familiarity that you're really wanting to create that drives people to strength. Okay? And building your tribe or your inner circle is going to be crucial. So we talked about it, right? Create a Facebook page, a group page. And the only commitment you're going to want from people on those group pages that are the tribe pages is just ask them to click the join button. You know, a lot of open groups, there's a lot of piranhas that are going to come in there, and they're going to flood those things with their business and their commercialized post. But if you tell someone that they've got to click to join and wait for an approval, it's really going to narrow down. It's going to narrow down who's coming. And here's what happens as a prospector. Now, when you're driving people to that inner circle, then you know that something you said or an invitation was received and they came to you, and now it's your job to service them. Start finding out what their needs are. Do that needs analysis. That's prospecting 101. And that's how you do it online. So now, at this point, it's all about consistency. You want to be consistent, you want to serve them, and you always want to show up. Don't wait for them to show up. Now remember, your tribe is going to support you. They're going to be there for you. But they're also looking at you as the one that's really going to help change the trajectory of where they currently are. Remember, guys, the power of great. Recognizing that your current situation is not your defining moment. Okay? And then finally, number 5, now. Now you want to create those offline communication channels. Those are now your closing opportunities. What's an offline communication channel? Telephone, email, text message. Okay? These are thank you cards. Okay? Every time somebody comes on the Power Great podcast, or they send me a post, or they send me a message, or somebody reached out to me and told me they were proud of me for doing something, I'll pop a quick thank you card and I'll put them in the mail. Okay? That's an offline channel of communication for me. What I did was I prospected them online, or I created a relationship with them online, and now by sending them an offline communication, all I did was strengthen that prospecting base. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to close 95% more deals offline than you ever will online. Quinn for the win. What's up, girl? So remember, if you're prospecting in the appropriate manner, okay? So number 5 is you want to create offline communication channels. So if you are prospecting online correctly, if you're really utilizing the power of prospecting online, you're going to create such a relationship consistency that you're going to be able to create an offline communication channel. Now remember this, how powerful is it that when you have an opportunity to meet somebody on a Periscope, they consistently watch you for 5 days, you pop them a quick message on Twitter and says, hey, I'd love to send you something in the mail. What's your what's a great address? Boom, you send them a thank you card. Inside that thank you card says, thank you for participating on my recent Periscope. Thank you for recognizing your current situation. I'm reading you exactly what's on this card. This is going to my man Alex Kahn, by the way. This says, thank you for being on the Power of Great podcast. More importantly, thank you for recognizing your current situation is not your defining moment. On the bottom of that thank you card, it says, please be sure to follow me on all social media channels at I am Matt Crane, and visit me online, www.IamMattCrane.com. Now, what have I done there? I prospected online, created an offline communication channel, and then what? drove them right back to online channels. And guess what's on all those online channels? My phone number, my business, my videos, all those things. But how much more powerful is him getting this card in the mail than getting a message on Facebook? Crucial, crucial, crucial. So, now, what's going to happen when you get to this point though? Okay? Before you start sending thank you cards, you want to build that credibility. You want to start showing that service mentality, because it would be kind of strange if Alex just popped in and said, hey, Matt, good post, and then I sent him a thank you card. I really hadn't gained a lot of credibility, so does it look genuine? Okay? You guys are going to have to make that judgment for yourself. Me, I definitely want to create a lot more consistency with the relationship. So when I do send that offline and create that offline channel, I know that it's going to build power. I know that they're going to come back with something. Right? I send my man Jordan Stupar a thank you card for being on the Power of Great podcast. And what did he do? He turned around and sent it to everybody that was on his Snapchat account and on his social media accounts. Now, what do you think that does for my credibility in his circle? It raises my person of interest score. Right? My man Michael Burke, Coach Michael Burke, talks about that person of interest score. So it raises that score up tenfold. It's huge. Okay? So you want to make sure that you've got the credibility in place in order to do that. So understand, offline communication channels are an engagement windfall. It's going to provide you a better chance to build rapport, gauge the seriousness of those you're prospecting and the interest of those that you really are courting. More importantly, it's going to increase your closing ratio. Trust me, the last thing you want to do is get into a tick for tag through an email or through a Snapchat or through an Instagram or through a Facebook post. Build the credibility, serve that particular prospect in a manner that is justifying you to go back to them and ask for the close. So the power of prospecting online is very simple. I have the same opportunity that Grant Cardone does to reach the same amount of people. The only difference is he's built the power base over 30 years. But his platform, when he types in www.facebook.com and puts his username and password in, the same screen pops up on his that pops up on mine, his feed. It's just a matter of how you use it. Prospecting online is crucial. It is the new way to prospect. It is a very enhanced way to create a mass audience of people to reach. Right? So I'm going to ask you guys again, as you can see, okay, we're going to go back to the very beginning. You've been on the live streaming Power of Great Periscope presented by Rush Impact Marketing tonight with yours truly, Matt Crane, at I am Matt Crane across the board on all social media channels. We've been talking tonight about keys, how the power of prospecting. The power of prospecting online. Point 1, create a social media schedule. Number 2, you want to respond to the likes, retweets, and comments. Hans Freller, I'm pumped to be on your show this Saturday, my man. Thank you for inviting your followers. Number 3, you want to tell your story first. And you want to star this one, ladies and gentlemen. Star it. This is the most important prospecting tool you will have online, period. If you do not tell your story, hang up the boots because you're not being real. Number 4, you want to build your tribe in your inner circle. Notice, ladies and gentlemen, why I put these in the order that I did. You want to create a schedule which builds consistency, which makes it easier for people to find you. Number 2, you want to respond to their likes, their retweets, and their comments. Consistency, credibility, and makes them start engaging back. Then number 3, you want to start telling your story first. That's what they're going to resonate with. That's what they're going to buy from you very, very beginning. That's their first purchase that they're going to make with you is your story. The number 4 is now you want to build your tribe. You want to build that inner circle, drive them to a private Facebook group or to an online channel, and you want to serve them at an exclusive level because they've earned it. And then number 5 is you then want to create that offline communication channel. Very important that you do that because it's the offline channel, right? It's the offline channel that's going to make you money. Okay? It's going to improve it's going to improve that closing ratio tenfold. So I'd love to take some questions at this point. I definitely want to open it up for 2 to 3 minutes of questions. Once again, for everyone that's coming in, it's going to watch us on the web and on the replay. My name is Matt Crane, at I am Matt Crane across the board. Where do you draw the line on free information and basically coaching? Thank you, Lucy. So here's what I tell people, right, Brooke? If I'm a coach, why would I not show you how good I can coach? If people are going to take advantage of you, look, hey, I've got I've had clients before that have let me coach them and then didn't pay me for it. Something came up, or can I put this on hold, or all these things. They got the information, so that can be considered being taken advantage of. But yet I feel that I have an obligation that if I'm a coach and a trainer and all these different things, then how are you going to know that if I don't show you? You're then going to make a decision on whether it was valuable enough, right? You're then going to make a decision if it was valuable enough to want to pay me. And here's what I tell people. At that point, now it's about how do you handle objections. So, Brooke, here's what I'm going to tell you. If a lot of people are coming to you for social media help, then what you want to do is you want to offer them the help that you can offer them. But then you want to say, hey, look, I don't want to be rude, but the more time that I'm having to spend here, it's time that I'm having to take away from my family and my business. So once again, how do you solve that? You build your tribe. You drive them to an online place that gives you an opportunity to provide them with people that can offer you help. You can then load information up for them to see. But what you're doing is you're locking them into Brooke. Okay? Any other questions? Did that answer your question, Brooke? I hope it did. Thank you. Great question, by the way. Yes, absolutely, Brooke. You're welcome. Any other questions tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I want to say thank you for being here. We're just getting started. We're kicking off, week 1, the Power of Great live streaming series brought to you by the folks at Rush Impact Marketing. Been making videos. You're welcome. Really excited about this new 2.0. For week 1, guys, we're kicking it. Power of prospecting, online social media. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to use Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. We're going to talk about how to use those specific platforms and how to prospect on each one. It's very important to know that 1.6 billion people is harder to reach than 500 million, right? You got it, Jeremy? Absolutely, buddy. I appreciate you guys at Rush Impact Marketing for all the great work that you do for the Power of Great, the podcast, the live stream series, the setup. Man, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that you guys really don't get a lot of credit for. I'm like the lead singer of the band, but without the music and the studio time and all the stuff we do in preparation, it would not be what it is. So you guys at Rush Impact Marketing, phenomenal stuff. Super proud that you guys allow me to bring this platform every single night. So, guys, look, Raphael, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I hope I said that correctly. If not, man, I apologize. It looks like Raffle, but I don't want to be rude because that's just a crazy name for me, right? So, Raffle, okay, buddy, you got it, man. Absolutely, man. Yes. So, the Power of Great, ladies and gentlemen, built on the definition. I'm doing the Chicago Bulls themes because I love it, right? So, we're giving away prizes at the end of every week. I'll be announcing what those prizes are in the inner circle. So I'm gonna announce. So every week I'm gonna go to Full Scope TV at the end of the week, and I'm gonna see who gave the most hearts, who engaged with the most comments, and who also shared out the Power of Great live stream episode the most. And then each one of those is going to have a specific prize that's allocated to it, and we're going to send those out every single week. Because here's what's important. I'm not doing this for Matt Crane. I'm going to get the opportunity to reach 1 million people and to reach you guys and to get my heart count up and to really put everything that I want, right? Yes, right? I'm going to be able to reach all you guys. But what I want from you is a commitment that you're committed to the recognition that your current situation is not your defining moment. Look, guys, I came from a family that when we checked their bank account, we sweated to wonder if we had food, we had money to pay our food. I know what it was like to have to go to the grocery store, and as I'm walking to the line, I'm putting stuff out of the buggy because I knew I couldn't pay for it. I know what it's like to watch all my friends and family go on vacation and me have a staycation, right? A sexy term for broke. That's what a staycation really means, is you're broke. I know what that feels like. But I also know when I recognized that my current situation was not going to define me is when things started to change in my life. I met Rush Impact Marketing. I had a phone call in my driveway with Jeremy Warner. It changed my life. And guys, I'm telling you, we're just warming up the truck with the power of great. So just like any journey, there's going to be trips. There's going to be roads that you may not recognize, but you have to stay consistent and you have to drive that. And what I want from you is a commitment to say, Matt, I am recognizing right now that my current situation is not my defining moment. It may not be you, Matt, that's going to lead me to the promised land. But right now, you helped me recognize the promised land was still available. Because I will assure you, the reason why I'm going to be one of the greats is because I'm going to put you in front of all the greats. Whether you do business with me or not is only up to you. I'm going to deliver the goods. I'm going to put you in front of the information. I'm going to deliver the value you've always wanted. I can assure you of that. But where I'm going to separate myself from all these other gurus is that I'm not scared to hand you to the greats that you need. That's the power of great, ladies and gentlemen. So episode number 1, the power of prospecting online. We talked about it tonight, right? Those 5 things. If you haven't watched this, right, I definitely Ian Powers, Touch Me 10X. What's up? What's up, 10X? I love it, man. My man GC, right? Thank you, Kim Buchanan. Yes. Y'all love this song right here? I just want you guys to know something. Your life was destined to be great. You were created in the image of the greatest person that ever walked the planet. So when you think that you can't make it, I want you to know that your image was created in someone that walked on water, that created miracles, that changed the world. So if you're created in that image, why aren't you changing the world? The beautiful thing about what we're doing with the power of great is we're going to change the world together. You want to see how powerful it really is? Stay locked in with your boy. My mission in life is to truly take all the things that I know God gave me and help each one of you reach down and find it in yourself. And I know some of you might be standing around walking and pacing right now. And I hope you are. So guys, thank you so very much for being here tonight. My name is Matt Crane, at I am Matt Crane across the board on all social media channels. Creator and founder of The Power of Great, where every single night I'm going to come into your life right here on Periscope, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. So let me rephrase that. Every Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to come into your life and I'm going to deliver the goods. Whether it's business, whether it's success, whether it's motivation, whether it's giving you an opportunity to create your own live stream, whether it's whatever you need, I'm going to deliver the goods. And my mission is to help every person on planet Earth recognize that their current situation is not their defining moment. Let's plant that flag firmly in the ground. Let's push through to the other side where great is waiting on us. But let's not be selfish and do it alone. Let's do it together. The power of prospecting online starts tonight. Will you answer the call? Will you ring the bell? I sure hope so, because I'm keeping nothing but winners around me, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody have an amazing night, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.